there's a bunch of chicks here.
Before she shadow bolts. No, leave me alone.
Oh shit, Vanessa's on. She was in Buffalo still.
I'm gonna see what's going on over here.
Got a Mana Stalker over here on the pool.
Mana Stalkers.
I think is a 500-mile range at $40,000. That's remarkably reasonably priced for the thing, for what it is, even if it doesn't necessarily live up to all of the features that have been advertised with it. It's still not a bad price really for an electric truck. And apparently he's got a camper configuration. Because I mean, look at that! It's so ugly. It's just so unappealing. It's the least aesthetic thing I have ever seen in my life. And again, deliberately so. Look at the rims, the wheel arches. Like, it's such a joke. But he has apparently made it. It's going to be coming out in 2021. And he's already had 150,000 orders. I don't know if I believe it. I don't know if I believe it. But it is just funny. It's just so funny. It's like, why not? It's irreverent. That's what it is. Here is the ugliest 80s science fiction truck I could have possibly made. I'm going to roll it out proudly. Then I'm going to chuck steel balls at it until things break, even though I didn't think these things would be breakable.
Oh,
Here's the video.
Come grab this one first.
And again, why not? Why not just, oh no, you've broken the window. Oh dear, that's embarrassing. And everyone just laughs. Oh, there goes another one. it's just funny. They just laugh it off. It doesn't matter because that's not the point of this thing. The point of this thing is not to be like functional or anything like that. It's not
just
to actually
starts
live up to the actual hype. It's to look
But we can start
stupid
selling
and
that
out
gun
of
too,
place.
the one that Pam has.
So people go, no. I'm kind of buying into the sort of, I don't know how to describe this sort of ethos of
Which
Elon
one is
Musk.
that?
That's what you're saying when you buy this. You're
it's
not
like
saying I want a
Marksman
functional
rifle or
electric
something
truck.
like that.
You're saying I want to stand out and make people realize I'm a dick. And I'm prepared to buy dickish things that look awful, and you're going to have to look at this as I drive past. But the thing is, right, I thought this was kind of unfair to say, oh, look, the shatterproof
Yeah,
glass
that one.
shattered. I was...
So it's 6 Arcanite bars. But I think it's best in slot till Naxxramas, I think. For all DPS. So I think it's like the exact same.
Oh shit. Abe, how are the tanks with fire resist?
That should be pretty good. I think Get is the highest. Dude, that shit didn't even come up to roll for me. Maybe I have one? Is it unique or something?
Oh really? It's weird.
Oh, never mind. I did. I think I pressed something without looking. Alright, let's kill this one. Yeah, I guess we can give it to one of the tanks. For Ragnaros.
I was never under the impression that shatterproof meant could not break. I was under the
But
impression
yeah,
it meant that the
so
window didn't
on-
just smash into a
on
million
those
pieces and
items,
fall
this is
apart.
just
I
the.
mean, like, this is like just some old random video test of shatterproof glass.
Right,
Like,
Abe.
the glass is
Hang on
tough,
to this.
obviously, but it can shatter,
Okay.
as this chap will do in a second with this bat. And
Sure,
as
I'll pass
Elon
it on
released
to
the
Kat.
video of it previously, you know, chucking the ball at it. You know, it's not that it's beyond breaking or something like that.
How much
Come
are
on, break
thorium
them.
tubes?
Right, it does.
What do you
It
need
does break. It does shatter, but the glass is
to make a
still
thorium
there.
tube?
You know, and it's because it's got
They're
various
relatively cheap.
coatings inside of it, blah 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 blah, that essentially keep it in place.
Well, I know
and
thorium
so,
bars
like,
are pretty cheap.
it's not that it can't be shattered or anything like that. It's
let me
just
like
that
this
it's
real quick
a lot
again, so it
more
stays there.
difficult to break into than a regular car. And they've said, oh, it's got bulletproof.
We need to
armor
ask Pam to see
sides
how
and
much he
things
got
like
for
that.
the gun.
Sure, I'm sure they
Do
are.
you
I'm
know,
not going to
Ben,
put.
how
I'm
much
not
you
going to
sold
bet
the
my
gun
life
for? 'Cause I
on
know
it,
he sold
but
one.
that's not what this is about.
I'm not
This is
mistaken.
not about like building a weapon of war for when the zombie apocalypse comes or something like that. This is about buying into the silly shit that Elon Musk is doing with billions of dollars. Because
That's
why
the
not?
case, man.
Why shouldn't we do silly shit with billions of dollars?
The
If
bars that I
he's
have
got
from
billions of
ML,
dollars to throw
I
around, and
can
everyone, you know, 40
throw
grand,
them
I
into
could buy
this
one of these
gun,
trucks.
and
Why
maybe we
not?
can make
What's
even more
stopping you?
money.
What's the problem? What's the worst that's going to
One
happen?
gun.
It might be a less efficient truck than maybe you could otherwise get, but I mean, it's electric for a start, so that's fine.
But literally
And
all our
it's also
DPS
going to be really funny, isn't it?
need the gun, so. Shit, we might be the only one with the pattern on the server. Actually, let's go this way. You got one? Alright, I'm coming. Yeah, right? Maybe we can advertise that we're making it. We don't have to be dicks about it either. Huh. Fucking Voodoo 2. guy's a douchebag. I think we're like 2 MC clears away from being able to sell like our first BOE.
Bracers of might. I think I actually saw that mage come out of here. Might be bitches over here though. There's one. No shoulders with only stats on them. We're about to go into Hygel?
Oh shit, I forgot this is like that fake instance. Oh, we have a note up? Oh, it's just sitting there. Damn. Give me a sec. I could probably just switch to Charlie's character. Mine it.
Oh shit, this dude! Oh, I should have just let you keep going. See if you could get it. And Serpa arrives just in time.
Alright, Charlie's getting on actually. Text me.
I'm on.
Alright.
Just to mine
And
whatever
again, like,
is up real quick.
he's got me to do free marketing for his
okay,
fucking
let's
truck.
switch gears.
Like, I could, not because
We
he
got
asked
an
me
eye,
or
by the way.
anything. Like, I wanted to do
Nice.
this video because I just
Yeah,
find
and
this
I
so
was
funny. And the
thinking, man, that
memes,
gun that we
the
have,
memes of this
I don't
are
think,
so golden. I love it.
I don't think
Preview
anyone
of the
has that
Tesla
recipe.
Cybertank. That amazing.
I think we need
Breaking: Tesla announces new cyber bus.
to start selling that
Just-
gun.
I love it. I love it. It's like this is what did like Logan's Run took
If
place
that's
in
the case.
Texas, and yeah, like I love that it looks like it's a video game played on the lowest settings.
You able to stay on or aggro?
Nah, aggro, but I'll just get whatever nodes
It
we can
really
real quick,
does.
and then
Like,
I'll
it
log back off.
actually
I'll
looks
text
like
you my.
some old stupid video game. Or Halo, you know. But it's like, it genuinely amazes me that with this silly thing, he's managed to actually
we
bring a
could.
remarkable amount of joy to the internet because nobody knew how to
'Cause
deal with
it's
this. No one was expecting,
Well,
oh,
how
well,
much
here's
do
the
those,
ugliest, stupidest looking
like,
truck
fiery
that apparently
cores
has
and lava
bulletproof
cores
glass on
cost?
it and all this sort of stuff. No one knew how to
they're
deal with
going
that
for like
announcement.
15
Like,
to
what?
18.
What are we doing with this information?
We have
We're having
a
fun
So
with
ton.
it.
that alone,
Like,
right there, is
Yeah, we have a
90.
ton.
More, so that's, I could say 100 gold just for those.
Where is there a node?
Um,
I see it.
all done. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got a crystal?
Fucking huge emerald.
Oh, that's good. Hold on to that. Actually, I need like 2 more. What the hell is it? Actually, I just need 1 more. You don't need that huge emerald for that. Oh,
Alright,
God. Wait, I
let me see
couldn't
how
do the damn pattern to you guys.
let me see how much it's selling for real quick. Let me see something.
Damn, I can't link the pattern? Not link the pattern. Yeah, so it's 8 lava core, 5 fiery core, 10 arcanite bars, 12 dark iron bars, and then 4 of those emerald. Yeah, to craft that. Yeah, that's what Nick is gonna be on boss fights, so
That's awesome utility, man. Yeah, we got this. See if I can get more threat here. Damn, oh shit. Oh my god, just in time, dude.
nice. You need 2 lava cores? I got you. I'll send them to you when I log over on Vice. Damn, where the hell are you guys? I'm coming. Coming.
Yeah, we good. Kind of. Yeah. Fucking doges, man. Oh, here's a cunny.
Hey, let's kill those mana stalkers as well. Like pulled one. Yo, that stun lock was epic.
Fucking asshole. Just super
kill-
slowed, but still chasing me.
Let's kill these 3 here. How many?
No way, man.
How many ore do you need for each bar for dark iron?
I have no idea.
For dark iron, how much ore per bar?
Never mind.
Yo,
Yo, what up?
not much, man. Trying to finish this Height of the Wild.
Nice. Yeah, I think you'll be the only healer with it in guild.
Yeah, I'm
Surprisingly,
so tired of running Mara, dude. So tired of it. But it's like the only way that I can get gold.
yeah,
Oh, you didn't reset it?
yeah. I reset it.
No, I didn't
It
reset.
didn't reset.
No. You gotta do it when I log out. Hold on. I logged out.
Yeah, I did it twice. That's weird. Wait,
Let me log out.
Got a
and,
bitch over here.
I see her.
Oh, we got a dude.
Alright, you're offline. I am resetting.
Did it say Mara reset?
No, I'm not getting the response, but I'm.
This episode
reset
was
it
brought to you
twice,
by
three
Maybe
Raycon.
it's because we're in a raid.
Initiating.
No, but when I went to reset it prior,
Whether or not you've seen
Oh,
it,
wait,
you've
I can-
definitely
I
fucking
can
heard
just
it.
do
I
this,
promise
hold
you that. Let It Go.
wait a sec.
A song that was everywhere. That song was more popular in America than the fucking Pledge of Allegiance, more
Fuck.
well known than the Bible. Let It
One
Go
sec.
was a fucking phenomenon. And I'm happy to say in Frozen 2, there's nothing that's going to reach that level, so you won't be absolutely ass blasted by the same song ad
Hang on one
nauseum
sec.
and everything ever. That's not to say Frozen 2 doesn't have good songs, but it doesn't have nearly as good a songs as the first Frozen. The only two like actual shine through songs in Frozen 2 are Show Yourself and Into the Unknown. Other than that, they're very forgettable musical numbers.
It's gonna get-
Overall,
it's
the
gonna give me 1
movie's
minute to
not
pull.
bad. By no means could you ever say Frozen 2 is a bad movie. It doesn't
Nothing
come
like
close
the
to the
real quick
first
novel
movie,
that
which
is.
I'd only just seen recently for the first time, and it was a good movie. But Frozen 2 doesn't even really come close to that. This does feel like more of a cash grab than an actual project of passion, something to tell you, something to teach you. It's
You guys
a
have one
cute
eye so
movie. The story is
Yes.
a real grasping at straws. It's about Elsa's power and its origin. It's a movie that doesn't even have
Vinny
an
can't see his
antagonist. It doesn't have a
group two.
villain. Without
Vin was
spoiling
asking if you
anything,
farmed
characters
Nazi
get
bots
separated. Characters end up in a very
I
bad
don't farm any
situation,
people,
a
I
real fucking bad pickle. And it seems like it's going to be a really important moment where a lot of bad things are going to happen as a result. And there's this big obstacle they have to overcome that's going to have a lot of consequences. And for about 5 minutes of the movie, that's the case. Until
Alright, anybody?
it is all peacefully resolved
I'm
almost
logging out right
immediately after
Alright, as soon as I
coming
log out,
onto the
reset.
screen. It's really underwhelming because
you guys go?
what's supposed to be
Alright,
and
fine,
what
see you
seems to
guys.
be a moment that's going to have a lot of build up until it's solved is solved almost fucking
Yeah,
instantly.
as a healing
It's
priest,
just
dude, I can't
it's a
farm
very
anything.
low stakes
Sucks.
kind of movie,
Alright,
which
Monarch's
isn't
been reset.
necessarily
Here we
bad
go.
in and of itself.
Appreciate it, thank you.
But when the movie's talking about how high the stakes are, you know, the elements are at odds in fighting, but
Should
then
be
when you
reset,
see the
right?
elements, they're just
it's
kind of
reset, we're
minor
good.
inconveniences, and
Thanks, bro.
it's just characters are separated.
Invite me,
Characters
Kink. Nice. You guys want to try the Sinu for a little bit?
Does that sell just as well?
And we're bam. We've got gunpowder. It's happened. It's 250
Actually, that
BC, and the Russians have discovered gunpowder. They didn't actually
this
even
guy
have
to
swords
offer me
yet. I
950.
forgot to research the swordsman. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, bam. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's Civilization 6 Gathering Storm, and I am, of course, the Spiffing Brit, your favorite,
Sometimes
strangest,
you
and
don't
most tea-loving individual
train that
online.
goes
It's an
by.
absolutely
Where's that train?
fantastic day whenever I get to return to Civilization
Inside the
6, and
gate.
naturally today I'm doing so
man.
because a cheeky little exploit has been brought to my attention by a lovely friend called Potato McWhiskey. He's got some fantastic guides on how to cheese the Civ system, so I strongly recommend you give him a look. He's basically me, but Irish, but also not RT Game, or call me Kevin, or any of the other Irish ones. My knowledge kind of just ends there.
this
Anyway,
guy
I'm
brought
going
a
to be
friend,
demonstrating for all of you today, ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic exploit which effectively grants you free unlimited settlers and free unlimited workers. Yeah, it's relatively broken and will destroy most of your games. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive in and show off this fantastic brand new exploit, which works in both single player or multiplayer. In fact, I think people are still playing the multiplayer for this game. Oh my goodness, people are playing the Red Death Battle Royale. A total of 4 games running for the Red Death? My goodness, who knew Fortnite
Got
in
this,
Civ 6
Serpa.
was actually a viable thing? We're not going to be wondering
Got it,
about
bro.
Red Death. We're going to be trying out a brand new exploit in single player. It works in multiplayer, but I mean, I don't have any friends online at the moment. No, they're all busy playing the new CSGO operations or the new Star Wars games. Why can't we go back to simpler times when Star Wars games just used to always be cash grabs and terrible? Ah, simpler times indeed. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're sat back, you're relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of tea, and hey, if you're feeling especially fantastic today, you might have even given the video a like. Let's dive our way into a brand new Civilization exploit video. Now for this exploit, it doesn't actually make any difference really what civilization you pick. Some are of course probably slightly better than others when it comes to this. Now for the sake of getting this off as fast as possible, I'm going to be picking Russia because they get some early faith points. Now basically what you want to do is we're going to be rushing the Pantheon as fast as possible. In a standard game of Civ, that means just having 25 faith, I do believe, and then you kickstart your first Pantheon. Anyway, we're going to be jumping into the game. Classic Prince difficulty, bam, all of that jazzy stuff. And whilst we probably won't be finishing the game, I will simply be demonstrating just
Kind of want to farm some more ice cap.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Go out there, bro. You don't have to be chained to this. We got one eye already. If you guys want to do some other stuff, can do some other shit. Want to go PvP? Let's go check out that cave, man.
In Winter Spring?
Yeah.
If you guys end up PvPing and you want to go to Black Rock Mountain, let me know. I got a lot of payback. I gotta. Dude, it took me an hour and a half to get the BRD yesterday.
Oh, wait, it's ranged AP on the gun? Oh, never mind.
Where are you at? Back. Oh shit, back in Dark Whisper. Alright, I'm coming from the north.
Never mind. The gun is crap.
Which gun?
The one we're trying to sell.
Why is it
Yeah.
crap?
It's,
That is like something else.
nah. Damn, man, they got us. They got us. Look at Striker's Mark. Look at this one. Oh shit, my bad.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, never mind. I need to tell Lohi to halt. Damn, what a useless pattern. Huh? I guess,
Maybe for people who don't raid?
yeah. That's true. But even alts, man, after two more leaves will be good. Can bring all so we can sell it.
Oh shit. Is that a? Oh, that's nothing. That's cap over there.
Here, I'll aggro the guy so you can get it.
Thanks, man.
You got it?
Hell yeah, bro. Up to 1 stack.
Just how ridiculously
Nice.
overpowered theoretically you can make yourself very early on. Ah, Sean Bean narrating Russia into my ears. Is this what communism feels like?
Oh, hey, there's a guy here,
begin
there's a guy
game.
here.
We're in, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, it's
Right on
Civ
me.
6, a absolutely fantastic
Okay.
game. In my opinion, I think my favorite entry into the
Pyroth.
Civ
He's
got
franchise
the
was
epic.
probably Civilization 3, although I
like,
haven't played it
circled
in
around
many
me.
years, so I
Just
imagine my
like,
opinions have been
damn,
completely
bro, I've been
ruined.
sitting with
Considering
a
I
carrot
actually
on a
recently went
stick
back and
this
played
whole
Civ 4,
time.
and my memories of Civ 4 was that it was one of the most fantastical strategy
was
games at the
climbing the
time,
ice
and then I
cap.
discovered actually it's
And I
just
just forgot
stacking
about
doom
it.
stacks upon doom stacks, and the
Alone
combat
came
is
from the
terrible.
side.
But hey, you know, everyone loves the
Oh, nice.
Nice, dude.
Let's get this guy. Where you going?
Oh no.
Oh, did he aggro the thing? Yeah, he did.
Alright, I'll death coil him. Ain't playing no games anymore. Damn.
It's pretty good honor, bro. There's some ice cap right here. Pick it up. Oh, nice. One.
Another one up here.
game a little bit. Anyway, we're just going to be slamming down our first city right away. Wabam! St. Petersburg is founded. It's our first city. It's nothing fantastic or jazzy, but hey, it's ours and we're going to look after it. Now, sadly, we haven't exactly spawned in the best spot when it comes to actually farming our early faith points, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do our best to try and find some. Now, in order to get this off as best as possible, you do want to try and be the first person to actually access the Pantheon. So that basically means you want to try and get an early faith production up as soon as possible.
What the hell? What kind of an item is that?
Hey, were we raiding on Friday?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that tonight. Oh, we kill Rag. We'll see who can make it.
Oh my god, I'm literally getting bombarded by tutorials for this
Oh,
game. Do you
nice.
have no
Alright,
idea how many
I'll see
hundreds
you
of hours
later,
I have in this? Oh, Civ 6, please, leave me alone. Now, of course, in your
Alright,
opening
thank
strategy
you.
for the game, it probably involves building a scout and then
See
a
you,
builder
Rag.
after it, and then probably a settler.
In a
You don't
few
actually want
hours.
to waste any production on a build.
Later, man.
Later.
builder because you're going to be getting a very large amount of builders for free, so it's actually not worth our time. Of course, when it comes to your first policy, just go for God King, +1 faith and +1 gold. It's quite useful, mostly just because the +1 faith is actually going to allow us to get towards our first religion. And of course, now you can see we're at the stage of the game where the game wants me to actually make my first settler. However, as I am fully aware of what I'm going to be doing, another settler here is actually a bad idea. I probably want to make myself a new warrior, because I'm actually going to be needing something to defend me. Oh, we gained a free builder unit. Great. That's probably actually the least important thing to get at this moment in time, but fine. Thank you, game. I'll take it and just expend it on some farms. No problem, game. Now, the strategy we're also going to be doing is basically a surefire way of guaranteeing a golden age in the first part of the game, and it's also most likely going to actually catapult you into a situation where your snowball is just much better than everyone else's. You see, in Civilization 6, the entire meta is mostly built around effectively a limitation of time and production, so there's only so much you can do in one turn, and you basically need to make sure that you make the right decision for every single turn, else you've effectively wasted time in the future. Oh, and well, bam, we have located Scotland. Great. It's an honor to meet you. Pretty sure it's illegal for me to say that. Well met, stranger. A farewell. Now, sadly, even though we're Russia, we haven't really found a good spot to whack down our first holy site, but because of how fast we've managed to access it, it looks like we should most definitely be able to get our Pantheon out before anyone else does. Ah, please accept my people's finest tweeds and haggis. Hang on a second, you're sending tweed and haggis? Once again, this is a mighty insult, my friend. But honestly, tweeds and haggis are pretty fun, aren't they? Oh, wow, yes, there we go, perfect. We just accidentally stumbled upon a goody hut, and that gave us straight away 10 faith. Now that is perfect because that's now pushed us up to the 25 faith point where we can now found ourselves our first Pantheon. Now, if you're in a multiplayer game, this is where things get tricky because there's no saving and going back if you mess this bit up, but actually it's not too difficult. You just need to get your timings right on your left hand and your right hand. It's not too tricky if I'm honest. And what you want to do if you're in single player, just in case you mess up, simply drop down a save game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as always, Civ 6 allows you to found a Pantheon. Pantheons are quite cool. There's some pretty funky ones, including Dance of the Aurora. Holy sites get +1 faith from adjacent tundra tiles. Very nice if you're Russia because you're going to spend most of your time in tundra tiles. Yeah, there's a load of good stuff. +1 production from fishing boats is always nice. +1 food and production from camps is great. But the two which we're going to be messing about with today, ladies and gentlemen, are fertility rights and religious settlements. You see, there is a slight mismatch in the game's coordination, as we have two Pantheons here which can both be exploited. Fertility rights, when selected and founded as your Pantheon, basically increase city growth for the rest of the game by 10%, but also it spawns a builder in your capital. If you have religious settlements, however, when chosen you gain a free settler in your capital, and border expansion rates are 15% faster, meaning your borders just keep going out and out and out and you can harvest more resources. It's quite a nice little one to have, although generally most are kind of steered clear of due to other benefits you can get from getting some nice early production in, but there's honestly nothing wrong with getting a free settler this early in the game. The issue is by the time most players access their first Pantheon, they're already training their first settler. But this is where we have a little bit of a strange interaction. You see, when I hit the Found Pantheon button, there's a tick, and that tick basically goes, okay, Pantheon's been founded, spawn the unit, and then tick the box which says that the Pantheon has been secured and is in this city. And as you can guess, because there are effectively two separate ticks in process, the tick of the spawning in the settler and then the tick of the founding of the Pantheon, you are basically able to completely cheese the system by undoing it. What I mean by this, ladies